Good afternoon. Back with another bouquet painted with December Color Club colors. So I'm adding a little bit of water to each of these little samplers. Got the colors swatched out already. So far, I think every set of colors I've used a rose at some point, so I think I'm just going to continue that trend and choose one of these colors to paint a rose. Okay. Hi, Tish. Hi, Mackenzie. I'm doing great today. Thank you for asking. I had a really great lab day at work. I think I'm going to choose Sleigh Ride for my rose. And then maybe Rosy Cheeks as, oh gosh, there's so many different flowers that would work. Maybe like almost rose buds, very small ones. Down the chimney. I don't know what flower I want to paint with that, but maybe that'll be like a 5-flower anemone, something like that. That blue is gorgeous. Okay. Best to just dive right in. Today I'm going to use my long round 8. So I've been painting with a 4 the past couple of days, and I'm going to paint a bit with this one. So here's Sleigh Ride. I'm going to start with a rose like I normally do. So very saturated color, little sea strokes as I get further away from that initial center. Longer curves around, kind of alternating where I'm putting the next petal. Rinsing most of that color away and dragging it out with that brush. Okay, so that's my one rose right here. I'm gonna go back into Sleigh Ride, add a little bit more concentrated color. And swirl that around a bit. So there's my first rose. I'm gonna use Deck the Halls and immediately go and make a couple leaves. Let that all bleed together. Okay. Another flower. Thank you, Tish. Another flower. Gosh, I really don't even know what to paint with this orange. Something like that. Really using that brush. There we go. Just something loose and full. Let's get a little bit more saturated color in the center. pink one. Well, let's see. Let's just actually make this almost into poinsettia. Here we go. Add a little blue to that green, just to get something a little different. Don't want it to look exactly the same as that rose color. I'm going to want that to dry a tiny bit because I definitely want to add some golden colors to that one. So that's where we're at right now. I need to add some greenery over here. I see two wet petals side by side, so that's where I'm gonna add my leaves. Thank you, Tish. Okay. All right. Next step. I haven't used the yellow yet. So I could choose to add a couple little berries. Maybe almost like ornaments. Yeah, let's definitely add Jingle Bell that yellow. Tish, yellow is your favorite. Okay, so then we have to add it. Let's see. Okay. I'll have to add a couple more, make them feel a bit more intentional. All right, a couple of them. It's not quite, here we go. Now it's more like that shape. Okay. Next up, I think my center flower is pretty dry. I think it's time to add some pink tinsel to that, right? That'll look pretty on it. Adding little detailed veins in this shimmer color. I'll do that for just a couple more petals. Thank you, Tish. Sometimes I think it's going to be a good idea and it doesn't always turn out that way. So I'm glad you think it is a good one. I think it gives it a little bit of a pop. And if this is a December bouquet, it's got to look like a December flower. And I guess this one kind of going in the back, that'll work. Sometimes you walk away from a painting, but when I go back and add to it, then I like it. Yeah, sometimes they just need a little bit extra time, and that time away lets you see what it needs. Okay, let's leave it at that one. I don't want to start overwhelming it. Let's see, that was pink tinsel. I think tree topper would look good on the ornaments, right? I think that's next. Oh. This is still wet, so I'll give it a nice bleed over here. Okay, something for this one. Maybe just a little of this holiday tinsel in the center, maybe. Ooh, or holly in the center, something that'll act as a stamen. So if we look at that swatched better, we'll go with the holly. Just give it a few dots and dashes. I love your encouraging words. So thank you, Tish, for keeping up with me. I added, I think, a little bit too much, but that's okay. And now definitely looks like a flower. We need some hooks for these ornaments. So let me dip back into Jingle Bell. Okay. Moving on, kind of center bits here. Okay. I think I'm pretty much done with this piece. Pretty much. Give this an extra leaf coming out here. Maybe one more over here. That's a fun one. I think at a glance, if I was passing through my sketchbook, I'd know that that is December. So thanks for joining me for this one. I really enjoyed painting it. Lynn, how much what? I used one brush for this. This is December 2023's color palette from KMS. Those are all the colors there. For your painting, for this particular one, it's in a sketchbook. I could detach it if you really wanted it. It's very small though. Lynn, if you preferred, you can DM me, we can talk for sure, but I could always make this same painting on something larger. So DM me. I would really prefer to keep it within the sketchbook, but I can do this same painting on something on a larger scale and better quality paper, or even a square piece of paper. So if you really like one of my paintings, yes, you can own them, but yeah, I mean, it's just easier to keep this in the sketchbook, but 100% I can make you this using the same colors, the same style. Again, I do take commissions, so just chat with me in the DMs and we can talk about how to make something like this yours. I absolutely love, I absolutely know, I love it that you love my flowers, so that's amazing. I can do this for you 100%. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Lynn, talk to you after my live. We'll get that sorted. And I'm tutoring again tomorrow and Thursday. Friday, I'll be over on Instagram painting live. Got a couple requests to keep doing lives over there. So I'll be back Saturday for another live with you on TikTok. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.